Got a problem. Okay, here we go. Looks like it's going again. I wanted to do this post because so many people out there are getting stuck in the gears of manipulation of their own mind. And they're getting stuck in excuse manufacturing. You know, the proverb says, the lazy man stays home for the lion that's in the road. But there wasn't a lion in the road. It was just a good excuse. And so many people are thinking that right now is a time that our funding doesn't work, our payment processing doesn't work, our healthcare doesn't work. And they're looking around for reassurance with stimulus packages or emergency funding and all that. That's all fabulous stuff. We're getting more deals now than ever. So don't allow this to be something that stops you. It's not the direction of the winds that determines where your sailboat goes. It's the setting of your sails. It doesn't matter which direction the wind's coming from, you can still go to your destination. You just got to change your sails. It doesn't matter what the environment is right now. It does not matter what the environment is. The good news is you get more flexibility now to work this business. You don't have to worry about if you're getting on a Facebook Live. You don't have to worry about if you're sending an email. You don't have to worry about if you're picking up the phone and calling someone. You get to do this full time right now. Even if you're working for someone else from home, you have a lot more flexibility. All that commuting time you don't have anymore. You've got more of an opportunity now than ever to do what we do. But so many people, like our training talked about Saturday, we set our minds on some lion in the road. We set our mind on some reason. We got this employee mindset or this schoolroom mindset where we're told to sit in our chair, put your feet on the ground, get your number 2 pencil out, and get ready to color in within the circle, and don't put your pencil outside that circle and all the rules. And we start to imagine there's got to be something we might be doing wrong. You're doing nothing wrong. You're saving businesses. You're fueling businesses. You're helping businesses save on payment processing. You're helping businesses get equipped with healthcare. You're helping people get equipped with funding. So there's a stimulus package. Great. Those are all the businesses who didn't need funding before. Now they need it. They're not going to get it if the bottom line is most aren't ever going to get it. And if you're going to sit around and wait on, well, what if, quit. I'm just going to say quit, because there's always a what if. What if next month the stimulus package is gone and the industry's going good and there's no emergency anymore? BS, 80% of the businesses will close in the next 7 years because they don't have working capital. It's not going to change whether there's a stimulus package or not. Nothing's going to change it. Folks, we got to step it up, not accept anything except putting ourselves to work. There's no lion in the road. There's no lion. That's why it's in the Bible. That's why it's a proverb. The lazy man stays home for the lion in the road. There ain't no lion. It's just a lazy excuse to stay home. So right now, every one of us has an opportunity to pick up that phone, to type in those emails, to send out those texts, to stop in and drop in a business. Well, you can't leave your house, but if you drive by a business who's open, you can leave a drop card in their thing. You can reach out to them now more than ever. Why is this on my desk? I've already reached out to 5 today, and I'll keep reaching out to more because these businesses need us. They need us, and I don't care what stimulus package comes out. I don't care what emergency fund. If they qualify for it, they should take it. But folks, we're doing more now than ever. We're getting more deals now than ever. So if you want to say there's a lion on the road, you can stay in the house. The lazy man does stay in the house for the lion on the road. But the prudent know there's no lion. Instead, they say, all the lazy people are staying home right now. It's a time we move. It's a time we move into action. It's a time we go into action. It's a time we step into our new future. So I appreciate all of you, but don't fall victim. Do not fall victim to the what if this and what if that and what if this. Those people will never be successful. What if this and what if that applies to everything and always will, and it never goes away. They live on one day I'll. One day I'll do this, and one day I'll do that, and one day this, and enjoy the island. There's no getting off of it. It's a one day isle that you'll never leave. But not us. We get in our boats and we roll, and we go, and we set our sails. Doesn't matter the direction of the wind, and we set our sails and we go. So don't fall into, but what if? But what if? But what if? I got no time to convince the but what ifs, and you got no time either, especially if the but what if is yourself. I promise you right now, if you got a but what if mentality, you're not going to have success. not just here, anywhere. You don't get to have that mindset and succeed. It doesn't work. It's one of the deficits of success. It's one of the preventers of success. The but what if, but what if, but what if. That mentality stops you. Obviously, the people, it doesn't mean you don't make good decisions. But we're showing you this is working. But what if you're wrong, we're not? You're wrong, we're not. You're wrong, we're not. But what if? But we're proving it. But what if you can talk about a potential lion on the road, but there ain't no lion? But what if this? You can talk about edge processing not working, but guess what? The business owners are loving it and they're saving a ton of money. Yeah, but what if the customers? Who cares if one or two customers says they're not interested? 98% don't even think about it, and the business owner gets to fuel their business growth. But what if the lion on the road? Yeah, whatever. Whatever. That's a good, valid reason. You can tell the size of a man and woman by the size of the problem that gets them down and sets them on their butt. You guys are great men and women. You guys are entrepreneurial men and women. You guys are visionary men and women. You are not going to get knocked down by a little a ripple in the road right now of uncertainty. That's not a but what if this. Wade Cordell's at his office right now. I'm at my office right now. Brad Cordell's at his office right now. Lindsay's at hers. Kelsey's at hers. Morgan's at hers. Sharon's at hers. We're all doing what we do anyway. And guess what? Many of you are too. And we thank you for it. So no but what ifs. No what but what ifs. But how about this instead? And remember when. And remember when we got started. And remember when we went for it. And remember when we took that first step out the door. Remember we sent that first email. Remember we made those first phone calls. Remember then. Remember then. Remember how we felt when we did it at nerves. But we did it. We knew there was no lion on the road. But we thought maybe. But we knew there wasn't. So we proceeded. Proceed. 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 You have no other alternative. That's why Napoleon Hill, in a great book, Think and Grow Rich, said, "You get out if you want to take the island, burn all your ships. Get your soldiers on the island and then burn all the ships behind them. And the only way to retreat is to take the island. There's no boats to go get back on and leave. Take the island. Take the island. No retreat. Don't have a retreat. Don't have a good, convenient out that's, yeah, but right now there's this going on and this going on. That's BS excuse. That's actually a fuel for why it's easier now than ever. It's actually easier now than ever. There's uncertainty in the winds, but the boat is still going. The sails can get adjusted. The sails can get adjusted. And the wind can be captured. If the wind's coming off the stern side, you adjust the sails this way. If it's coming straight in, then you attack this way. If it's right at your back, then you attack that way. You figure out ways to adjust. And that's what we're doing. We're adjusting the sails of our ship for you. You just got to get on the ship. You just got to get out there in the ship. Payment processing, Kelsey's making so many progress happening for clients every single day. Healthcare, they're doing everything every single day. And we got some people who are saying, yeah, but what if? Any comment except business as usual is an inaccurate comment. Any comment except business as usual is an inaccurate comment. Because guess what? About 20% of the clients I turn in get declined. Business as usual. We still submit. I don't say, well, but what if it's one of them who's not going to get approved? 8 years from now, but what if it's one of them that's not going to get approved? After I got a couple declines, but what if my next one's not going to get approved? Why should I talk to anyone? Okay, that's called, isn't it pitiful to even hear me say that? So, don't be a but what if. Be a remember when we did it, remember when we went for it, and focus your vision on the future of where you're going to be, instead of some potential lion on the road that don't exist. God bless you all. You rock. Have a